Good afternoon, traders. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Now, what a big news development this is. Chinese warships have moved into the Mediterranean, as you can see here. The Israeli war, 6 Chinese Navy warships stationed in the Middle East amid U.S. Navy heavy presence in the region. So this is a big escalation into the whole Israeli conflict. Now, the big thing that I'm going to be concerned about is to see how ES at 6 o'clock opens up for futures. I believe that we're going to get a big gap down because of this. I doubt that this is going to be bullish in any way, but as always, trade what the market tells you, not what you think. Because the market could always go way further up than you expect and way further down more than you expect. So always just make sure that you're trading what the market tells you, not your own personal bias. But personally, I'm going to be watching some bearish price action. Now, I'm going to be going over the big technicals on the big S&P holders and also my position in McDonald's. So let's get right on into this. So Tesla. Big thing to watch on Tesla is we broke out of the symmetrical triangle. And the big thing we're watching to see if this 209 support level holds. If it does, I believe you're going to get a bounce of a 50% retracement to the 433. No, what am I saying? 233. I believe they're going to get a retracement to 233 to 234 on Tesla if you do bounce off this 209. Now, let's just say you continue to dump further down. Watch 195 and 186 on Tesla. Now, Apple, the big levels I'd watch on Apple is 171. If you break down 171, watch 164. As you can see here, these levels have always been a major support and resistance levels over time. So just keep that in mind. So 171 to 189 range, just keep that in mind. If you break down this 171, then you can expect more downside. If you end up holding it this week, then you can expect probably some more upside to 189. So just watch those ranges. Microsoft, the big thing to watch on Microsoft to see is this resistance level at 334. Ends up pulling from September 11th. We got a false breakout here, and it reclaimed this resistance level. Now, if we end up breaking down here, expect to move down to 315 quite fast. That might even happen this week. And just watch what price action tells you that you might get here. So, yeah, watch 315 and 334. If those fail, watch 346 and 292. So, the next one I'm going to be going over is NVIDIA. So, the big thing on NVIDIA is going to be to watch the 403 support level right here. If that ends up holding, that's going to be a major help for the S&P overall. Because as we all know, NVIDIA is a big holder. It's been really lagging. The same thing with Microsoft and Tesla. Microsoft and Tesla are also big holders in the S&P as well. So just make sure that your guys are always trading with the confluence of that. Now, the big thing to watch is to see if this 403 support holds up. If it holds up, then you can expect to get some short-term upside in between the ranges of 403 and 469. If it breaks down, watch 385 and 346. So that's what I'm going to be watching for in NVIDIA. Now, SPY. The big levels I'm going to be watching on SPY is going to be the 453. What am I saying? Not 453. The 433 resistance level. So if we end up pushing upwards, watch that 433. If we end up pushing downwards, watch 420. 420 breaks, 416 and 410 are going to come really fast. And if you break 410, it's going to get pretty ugly very quickly on the S&P. So just keep that in mind. And last but not least, McDonald's. So the big thing on McDonald's is I bought a 249.49 on McDonald's. I'm currently up about 5.5%. I sold off every 1% that went up. I sold off a little bit, so it's consistently bringing money in on the trade. Now that I made up what my stop loss is, which is 5%, I'm saying the trade to break even. So no matter what, I make money on it. So just keep that in mind. That's where I'm at with the whole McDonald's thing. So yeah, hope you guys all have a great week. Please like, subscribe. It would all be appreciated.